Hello， 大家好啊！咁今日咧就會同大家玩呢個 2K14啦，繼續前程呢一個叫做立邦新捱毛。今日
呢個唔係立邦新捱毛嘅純粹挑機嘅。
哦，係純粹挑機毛。咁我今日有隔離有開 Jason 嘅，介紹下自己啊。
Hello， 大家好，我係肥仔嘅。
咁你用邊隊啦，肥仔？
咁我今日就係用呢個西岸入咗呢個總決賽嘅 Golden State Warriors 啦。
咁你用 Golden State
有咩快少少咧？
咁可以用對 Golden State 嘅呢個嘛？
好，咁我哋事不宜遲開波。
好啦，我就呢個 Western Finals 嘅2014年陣容同你打，應該勁過你啦！你嗰啲咩 David Lee，
咁呢個
Finals 嚟㗎，而家當係 Finals 打啦，唔係即係當呢一個叫做 Western Finals 啦。
好啊。
喂，咁 start 嘅其實
係唔好意思。
唔緊要嘅肥仔，少玩，即係講呢場 Western Finals。
好，而家已經開始啦。冇所謂㗎啦，跟住打啦都要。
高推嚟。哇！唔好講粗口啊，好多小朋友。
真係唔緊要。
Houston might have made the playoffs in the West last season, guys, but it wasn't because they were beating up on their peers. They were 24 and 28 against the rest of the West. That's why they got the 8th seed. Took advantage of some shoddy defense there to at least get a finger on
NBA 有
it.
咩事？咪嗰個咩 Trevor Ariza 飛嘢一下打落去啊！老真多。
哇！
幾大喎！
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
可能影響佢。知啊，唔知佢打唔打，應該都要打㗎啦。
但係佢第4節出翻嚟。
He said one of the key points for them defensively will be limiting the production of David Lee, adding, he said, he score inside and out, plays with great energy, and his passing really opens up their whole offense. With class and always see ball and man when he's got it. Basketball 1-on-1, Kevin, we'll see if they can execute.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. You remember the Rockets last year when they were playing a lot of teams in the West near the end of the regular season. That was when they slipped from the Steve Harvey seed range down to number 8.
會隊伍係比較完整啲啊！呢下
Kevin, so it makes sense that you're going to struggle a little bit against all those good teams. But
其實呢場
Houston ended up being the only team in the West to make the playoffs with a sub-500 record against the rest of the conference. You know, with Steph Curry, it's never been a question about his talent, guys. It's always been a question about how are his ankles going to do. Really, he only missed significant time in the shortened season. For the most part, he's been healthy and highly productive. If they can end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Here's Lynn.
係啊。
搶啦！
你有冇睇琴日一段新聞啊？早2日㗎啦，其實已經就係呢一個我覺得呢個叫做呢一個叫
Sounds to me like maybe you should take the brace off. Maybe a smaller brace so you can the bruising. That would be smart.
有咩？佢係打咩嘅咩？佢係打騎士。
唔係，即係騎士嗰條叫咩？
Curry with it. And it's Lynn picking him up. Bogut sets a screen for Curry.
叫咩？
In low to Bogut. The rim handling two-handed jam.
Well, I tell you what, it was a good pick that was set to turn him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
嗰條叫咩名？
Severe lack of awareness on his
點知嚟
part. He had no idea who was near the out of
講晒啲
bounds.
名出嚟你。
It was an impressive turnaround for Mark Jackson and the Warriors last season. I mean, his promise of making the playoffs didn't come together in his first season at the controls, but in year 2, they got it done. And I tell you what, most thought Mark would be a really outstanding coach, and he's well on his way to making that a reality.
咩啊？佢打5分鐘都攞個冰剪咗，啲人係點會笑佢？
傷啊！邊個
？Curry's got 3 assists now.
K 粒
And for Mark Jackson,
點知你啊？喺呢個 flop。
I guess the question was, Steve, would he be able to take over the reins as a
即係你而家睇
冇啊 ！On fire，
Players buy into what you're selling, and Mark Jackson's been able to do that. His players believe in him. He motivates them. They like coming from him, and that's most of the battle right there. Tell you what, he takes a lot of punishment inside. When Howard gets the ball in deep, defenses are going to foul him hard because of his difficulties at the free throw line. And he's a devastating finisher when you let him power it up to throw it down. He's a former dunk contest champ, Steve, so you give him a chance to do that. He'll make you part of his highlight reel.
哦，呢下錯。
That is his first foul of the game.
Come on.
Yeah, he had not established
呢啲
position.
已經係
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle and block when in doubt. I thought that was a good
喂
call.
喂，做乜勁啊？
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
冇波嘅。
我頭先講緊咩啊？
Warriors leading by 6.
慢慢講緊呢個。係啊，琴日呢一個。
Curry dishes David out. Thompson. Here's Bogut, and he uses the glass on the lane.
咩好似話咩中心
Bogut's got his second bucket of the game to
好
go.
睇啊！翻學
Here's Lynn.
真係唔可以
會入啊！
真係
Here's Hashim.
入啊呢個。
Battles through traffic and lays it in.
會炒嘅，真係
Great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it.
呢金強勁
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Harden is
Hey,
covered by Iguodala. It's Harden with the drive, and the shot is
到
good.
絕低嘅所謂歐洲度逼勁
Warriors are gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the
勁
game.
聯咩真係
It's 3 on 3 on the fast break. Lynn kicks to
喂做乜
Harden.
勁？
Stolen by Thompson.
點啊？最近仲有咩新聞？
Moose.
啊！好白痴，
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets.
冇啊！
Pass to Harden from the baseline.
係啊嘛，好
哦，全
That is a
球
terrific
化
effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score. I don't think that affected him in the
yeah,
least, though,
open
Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy. The player look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
And there's the call on
飛
Klay
埋
Thompson.
佢啦，老真都
打人
That's his first foul.
打人啦，
And the Warriors making a change here. Azili's checked in.
打交啊！
喂喂，
哦，fuck！
Now off the inbound.
哇！
And so
Aye.
it's a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
You look at Harden's career, he was a gifted scorer at Arizona State, but a slow start in his rookie season. And playing with two of the best players in the league in Oklahoma City.
我上年係嘛？
He's always been a player who can light it up.
上年佢
Harrison
個
Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry attacking. He feeds it to Lee. That's good.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And James Harden, the first ever draft pick by the Oklahoma City Thunder after the move from Seattle, certainly. To see him go so soon in his NBA career as he was reaching stardom had to be tough for fans. And we know Clark certainly for his team.
I agree wholeheartedly there, Kevin. Think of all the fans who wore fake beards on their faces, even buildings in OKC with beards adorning them. So Harden wasn't just a great player, his image was almost a mascot for the team as well. Well, look at
嗰個係喎，你嗰個咩超友啊？聽過？有條友唔知咩冇身份證，唔喺香港喎。之後咧，佢又唔知揾嗰啲專業主啊，成嗰個陳遠
哦，
就幫佢，之後攞到個證。
哦，你嘅先係咪嗰個大陸仔啊？
係啊，有冇聽過？有冇聽過？
Grab their own miss.
係啊，條友
佢覺得勁賤格喎，喺度做緊
Dishes it to
爆
Barnes.
打人啊！
做
咩
緊爆，做緊爆出嚟啊！
咩？佢係冇讀書
壓
嘛？
咗9年，
啊，呃咗都幾耐。
ready for the fight today.
Warriors have gone 8 of 15 from the field. Shooting
哇得唔得？
哇！
high to stuff the alley-oop.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
唔係嗰件事，我覺得就
We're going to remember when this game is all said and done. Well, the Warriors going to the playoffs last season for just the second time in 19 seasons, guys. Pretty incredible and remarkable too, but it seems
我冇搞錯
但係點解佢冇
things be a changing in the
點
Bay
解
Area.
佢冇俾人拉先？點解咪空聯去齊？我自己攞翻，唉冇啊，攞太緊，
帶翻出
全身。
Back to Curry. He passes it to Barnes. The second chance effort.
咁又
And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. And for the Warriors, a scrappy, hard-fought win over the Denver Nuggets in 6 games.
即係諗下，本身佢繁揾工聯會
They sure
冇
did.
即係冇告佢不特止，仲要咩啊？而家有咩有書讀又剩咁樣啲料啊，心諗。咁即係我上心，即係例如我打完劫咁，我揾工聯會，我咪唔使坐監。我工聯會話咩？我有苦衷㗎，我有苦衷㗎，我屋企人又唔要我，初戀情人唔係我老公啊嘛。咁樣即係斷歷史，冇搞錯離曬譜。
I think we might be seeing
你覺得
this
今
team
場
ready to take
邊
control
隊
of this
有
game. Yeah, that's a dunk that could
哎
absolutely get the
呀
ball in that！
哇！一下
哇，勁 block！
即刻嚟個反擊，
Iguodala's drive.
一嘢撞落去。
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And they're getting out in transition too, finding some easy points in the fast break. Now here's Hunt.
哇
He makes the
哇！
8-footer.
個 Y
即係即刻暫停啊！真係要。
What a start to this game. The offense is dominating.
有啲
It
space
was like a game on the playground. Forget about
守唔
defense. Just
住
keep
啊！杜一 Howard
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
睇翻呢個
Some changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Spates. Klay Thompson comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Tommy Douglas is subbed in for Steph Curry. Now here's Douglas. It's stolen.
下一個 turn 就要換翻嚟出。
beautiful work in the transition game. That's how the
唔知講乜好咧，咁快
for the defense to get itself set.
The Warriors lead.
我傳啊，做乜嘢啊？
And it's Harden picking him up. Harden, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Barnes dishes to Douglas. Shoots. Can't hit. And Houston the other wing. He kicks it to Garcia.
守住，唔係入啊！哇！
Offensive rebound.
搞錯啊
Outside. Another shot.
！cut shot，
He shoot again.
哎呀，守唔晒，
Jones has got his first bucket in this one.
啊，自己
The offensive rebound. Once he gets his hands on it,
點解仲有啲新聞？
it's going back up and back in.
Now here's Douglas.
嗰啲咩？
He hasn't scored yet.
Gosh.
I'm sure will change. No good from Lee. Here's
呢
Harden.
個 key 咩？
And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
I like that creativity, double clutching and catches the defender on the
哇 head up the rim，
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the
哇好慢
to
佢
make
喎真
that
係
catch and slam.
Stupendous alley.
點啊？你呢張點
This
啊？
crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
The Rockets trail. Deflects the pass. Douglas with the steal.
呢下靚，呢下真係
No luck. Nice
俾
deal
人
from Beverly.
block 咗啊！
Some rugged defense there against one of the
上
stronger
籃都唔
finishers
識
in the game.
They get the rebound.
喂，咩料啊？
Golden State takes possession.
What I admire about him is his poise. He just always looks cool and composed. Doesn't matter if it's the first quarter or the fourth quarter. He's got that same expression on his face.
And I know something else the fans love about him is the way he's capable of going straight over the top of the defender for some monster throwdowns. I mean, we're talking about posterization.
Wow, 真係
Warriors leading by 5. It's Thompson off the drive. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Thompson's got 11 points. And here are the Rockets now. 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That's good. And so here is Golden State. Douglas kicks to Thompson. Shots good. He's got 13.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yep, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Douglas with 3. Thompson passes to Lee. It is now to Barnes. Feeds it to Douglas. Kicks to Bogut. Second chance shot. Thompson outside.
Wow.
Feed to
Yeah.
Bogut. Can't get to go.
He has a great feel for that jump shot, especially.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Warriors. Lead by 6. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
And the key is you look at the steal totals for this team. They have really put good pressure on the offense.
Well, you know what? Pressure can lead to pilfers. And pilfers can lead to points. So we got the 3 P's. Pressure, pilfers,
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Superman. So often, head coaches are former point guards, but in McHale, a Hall of Fame power forward. James Harden can quite literally see eye to eye with. And McHale is one of the all-time great post-up scorers. For Dwight Howard, he said that was the biggest reason for his decision to come to Houston, saying, quote, I felt he could really help me develop in the post. Guys, back to you.
Don't see many great basket big men these days.
Whoa.
He's one of the best. Hope they get it there. Christian's on the wing. Pass to Howard. Working on Green. And as it goes out of bounds, he's been able to keep the ball. And we're about a minute into the second quarter play. Stolen by Thompson. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
And Harrison Barnes, a rookie last season out of North Carolina, guys. He started for the Warriors from day 1. Pretty impressive accomplishment on a playoff contending team.
Warriors leading by 9. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Tries in the post. No good from the end. Clark, you just talked about Harrison Barnes last season. The Warriors' youngest open man since 1995.
Not spectacular early. You knew what you were going to get from him defensively. He was a good spot-up shooter, but as the season wore on, he seemed to get more and more aggressive offensively, and he expanded his game.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
It was a tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
When you get there late, that's what happens.
Terrence Jones comes in for Chandler Parsons.
Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful. You can't top that. I love the alley-oop play. So much fun to watch.
Here's Green, and he banks in the layup. Green's got his first points of the game.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint.
Wow, it's a lot.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that.
The Warriors turnaround, I think, in large part because of the improvement defensively and on the boards last year. That was a 5 or 6 year stretch with both teams. Maybe the worst team in both categories of the entire league, but the schemes have changed, the personnel, the intent, the toughness, and it was all led to a new era for the Golden State Warriors basketball team.
勇士咧，火箭就係打呢啲波咯，即係點講啊？冇乜戰術係即係做啲呢個叫做切入但係切入唔到咧，就交翻俾特意嘅就歪學。今年火箭你覺得點？一球。 今年我覺得火箭真係進入咗好多唔少新波，即係完全係睇下今年先係話唔係今年嘅火箭係完全係第二個陣容。
I agree. I mean, with the Splash Brothers in the backcourt, you can get sprayed in a hurry from all angles. I mean, those guys are terrific. But again, their improved defense and rebounding was a big part of their success as well.
And the Warriors making changes. As Ziggler's checked in, the Warriors have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Well, this is a good free throw shooting team a year ago. They hit about 79% of their free throws as a unit.
And you can't take those numbers lightly.
Josh Smith 啊，
Josh Smith 好似係咩淘汰快嗰陣時。
that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Thompson's got 17 now.
估我之前喺英隊啦，英隊冇咗佢都打得好咗，雖然輸俾個斯圖提啦，泰國咁樣俾人批落去咯。
睇下
咁啦，
唔係佢比較長咯，
係咯。
但係就算佢唔喺度，即係佢一個射手嚟講係一個對 backer 嘅都算係。 要贏嘅話，角色嚟。要贏嘅話都要靠佢嗰啲3分，我覺得。總決賽真係要睇下立 Bron 好嘅變化啦。Stephen Curry 即係真係要睇佢嘅變化啦。你覺得？
And Curry, here we go.
哇！
Finished with 2 hands. The defense looking a little bit dazed now.
啲問喎，見佢啱啱地嗰下。
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
Now a timeout called by Houston.
For a long time was that he didn't impact his team defensively. I mean, last year, however, you could see that it was something he was focusing on more and more, and really was a factor with his help defense and rotation.
Here's Harden. Here's Smith. And Harden. And a nice bucket inside. Harden's got 10.
Well, his body control is what I notice. I think that jumps off the page when you watch him play, even with the defender draped all over. He's able to find a way to get to the rim and get the shot to go in.
And I know he's a fan favorite because he catch fire immediately. At any point in the ball game, he just start pouring it in from all over.
聯盟最強啦，
Launches it. And Curry pulls it down. And Clark, when you talk about David being defensive in the past, to play a lot of center, both in the Golden State and Golden State.
Well, that's probably
he
doesn't have long arms. He's not a shot blocker. You can get pushed around a little bit by the stronger centers. That's why it was important to Golden State to be next to him, to be a rim protector and to protect that lead a little bit down there.
Curry backing down.
點解今次
快艇對馬刺
係咯？
麻麻地啊，其他
真係
冇乜吸引。
自從唔知話唔知好似十幾年咧，喺總決賽。 總決賽今年係第一次
冇嗰3條友啊嘛 ，Kobe、D-Wade 同埋Kobe、D-Wade 同埋3條。我咪講 Kobe。哇！一嘅防守，走空晒啊！
哇！真係佢哋咁
呢個係唔知咩防守啊！
眼神防守。
呢個啱啱嗰個已經係超越咗眼神防守啊！即係連望，你有冇睇過一張圖係 James Harden 望住前面，但係嗰個人防守緊嗰個人已經喺個籃底嗰度。有冇睇過呢張相？好好笑我覺得。佢話咩 ？This is 咩 MVP level defense 啊嘛。咁佢佢好似話咩打即係打世界賽啊 FIBA 之後佢防守嗰個人咧，即係喺而家大概佢3分線咧，佢望住嗰個方位係。我唔記得咗咩隊啦，但係咧佢係望住嗰邊，但係嗰條已經喺個籃底入邊，即係籃框下面已經係，即係人哋一抌入去佢已經入下，冇可能。
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency, but here in the second, he's turned it around.
啱可以令到 K 方成都會冇事，咁走喺前面。
Well, it certainly had the makings of a great story. Harden versus his old team, the Rockets coming back with a big Game 5 win. If they could get Game 6, they'd be able to force that final 7th game and maybe pull off the upset, but it wasn't meant to be.
Well, going back to the Rockets in the postseason, a lot of people have been picking it steamroll.
Well, the easy answer was because of the Westbrook injury. That's how Houston was able to really take Oklahoma City deep into that series. But I think there's more to it than that. The Rockets have tremendous offensive firepower. I think they're gaining momentum as a franchise. And heading into this year, I think they're one of the scariest teams in the conference.
You know, the Rockets did a lot to make over their backcourt last season as they brought in 2 big names in Jeremy Lin and James Harden. That's not always an easy adjustment. It took a little time for both of those guys to figure out how to coexist in the pick and roll offense. Really hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slant.
There's no answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
All of the above.
Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Moves back out. It's rebounded by Parsons. Parsons got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Clark, as you said, it took some time for this Houston backcourt to learn how to play with each other, but that is the case for Iguodala. Actually, Steve, they finally have their medium, and that initiated some great offense between them.
Well, they were much more effective down the stretch last season, Kevin, and I thought it really showed in the way Lin and Harden played off of each other. So, a lot of teams, they seem to want to have that second...
哇！做咩啊？唔錯掣。哦。
It is very effective to have a couple of guys who can each attack.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Got a piece of it.
Got a piece of
it. Looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Warriors leading by 8.
史提芬尼，哇！你覺得史提芬尼個女點？
勁搞笑喎！佢唔知喺嗰個記者會嗰度唔知點樣，
喺度匿埋一齊。
係啊，
好正喎，
好好笑。佢話咩？啲人話咩？佢嗰個受歡迎程度已經超越咗佢哋。
唔得唔得唔得！
啱啱可以。到。哎呀！
發天啊！係，我覺得佢真係唔錯，即係直情係帶動咗成個人嘅士氣。啲咩 Curry 啦。 總之我覺得帶隊咗成日嘅事。你嗰支，即係我覺得琴日嚟記啲招之外會啦，佢喺度匿埋。
Jermaine could do it all. He could score it in the low post, could make the mid-range jumper, and also was a force defensively. But even though he's not at that level now, he can still help you in quality rotation. He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block.
琴日佢咪跟佢老嗰度做入波動作嘅，你唔知咩？哇！哇！超型啊！你一個 shoot pass， 滾落去，滾！
Defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
That one misses.
抌上去先。
誒，好波好波，點四嘅？
我想俾 Stephen Curry 同我換出去低 B 啊，跟住打最後一隻咧送俾你。
哇！真係。
Lynn's got 6 here in this quarter.
Drop that one in as soft as a feather, using the
我頂我冇冇。哇！棍啊！棍啊！成加啲中場，精彩片段啊！雞湯神係咯，咁
哇個 Stephen Curry 而家係 double
啊 double 已經12分10咁好啦，咁喺中場呢度停一停先啦，咁下一集嘅同大家見面啦。
哦，
再見，
費事見到你落淚啦。